Enjoying a good meal I made yesterday. I'm gonna have to do a tutorial, show you how to make it. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna mash it up into a 60-second video, but I'm also gonna do like a whole lot of preparing it and making it for you. Super simple, super, got a little kick to it. I'm just in the bed with my little food tray right now. I'm like, I know the big question I get is like, what do you eat? Y'all be wanting to see me eat. Y'all be wanting to see me grocery shop. I tried to show you grocery shopping, but the service was horrible. So that didn't work. So now I'm like, all right, I'll let y'all see what I eat, right? Real simple stuff. Affordable too. Because a lot of you think that you need a lot of money to eat good. It's not the case. This dish I made, this stir fry, is going to last me about 4 days. It's going to last me 4 days. And it cost me what? My total grocery bill was $64. That's with everything I needed to prep this, which is going to last me 4 days on top of other things I need throughout the week. Fruits, veggies, all of that, right? So stop thinking it's too expensive. It's more of like you would consider it like I wouldn't say a Thai style dish. It's more of like kind of got like a Chinese flair to it, right? But yeah, let me tell you all the ingredients, but let me get a bite because I don't want to get in cold. So yeah, all it is, it's a stir fry I made yesterday on top of quinoa. What's in the stir fry? We have red bell peppers, green bell peppers, butternut squash, zucchini, red onions, red kale, and mushroom. That's it. On top of quinoa. And then the sauce I make my own sauce because we're not using any of them weird sauce bottles. Because I wanted to show you that in the grocery store. It was like a one that said like sesame ginger. Then you turn it around and it has 20 to 30 ingredients on top of it that are not sesame and not ginger. Right? So we got to be careful. So I'll make my own sauce. Let me get another bite. Because again, I'll start ranting and my food will be cold. So the way I made the sauce is get a little cup, whatever you want to mix it up in. Depending on how much you want to make. Let's say you put like 3 tablespoons of sesame oil. That's one of the oils you're okay to use. Sesame oil, avocado oil, black grapeseed oil, and so on, right? But we use sesame seed oil, like 4 tablespoons. Then I put in about a tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt, the only salt you should be using. And then I put in onion powder, right? Because we don't deal with garlic and garlic powder. We put onion powder. Then I put agave nectar, which is low on the glycemic index, the only sweetener you should be using, right? Unless it's date sugar. And then cayenne pepper. You stir it all up. You add a little water, a little mountain spring water, stir it all up. Now you got your nice sauce. You pour on top of it. You can save it for later. So I mix that into the stir fry. As I stir fry, do the stir fry, right? And then I make a little bit more so I can drizzle on top of my food. It's so good. It like hits the spot. And again, I made enough to last me 4 days. Plus I got other groceries. My total bill was like $70. And no, I didn't go to a health food store. I didn't go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. It's at a simple store right down the street. You can find this stuff anywhere. You make it too difficult. It's not that difficult. And I'll break down why I use these ingredients. Feel free to comment questions, though. I'm open to questions while I'm eating. I just figured, you always want to know what I eat, what I get at the grocery stores. I'm like, let me show them what I eat. I tried to show you what I get at the grocery store when I was shopping, giving you the do's and don'ts, but the service wasn't having it. So I realized every grocery store I got bad service at. So they're determined to make sure I don't let you know. But yeah, let me tell you the ingredients and why. Hold on. All right. So when I eat food, I don't just eat to eat. When I eat food, I think about why I'm eating it, what it's doing for my body, right? Favorite snack is dried mangoes. I just crushed the bag last night. That's like my candy. So instead of going to Starburst and I don't know what else, giving your kids gushers and all this nonsense, you can do dried mango, but make sure when you turn it around, the only ingredient is 100% dried mango, right? It should not be a bunch of cane sugar on top of it or anything like that, because now you're messing yourself up. All right, well, let me tell y'all why I use what I use. Let me get another bite. And don't judge my setup right now. I was going to save dishes and put it on a paper plate, but then I realized it was too heavy, so I put a plastic plate under the paper plate. So, again, when I eat for a reason. And I understand what these foods are doing for me, my body, my mind, whatever the case may be, right? Because I did a video, I'm going to repost tonight actually, on best 5 foods for anxiety and mental health issues. All right, we got the mangoes, we got arugula, we got Brussels sprouts, and we can keep going, right? Now, with this, the ingredients. We got quinoa, that's like your base, right? That's a complete source of protein, right? So when they tell you need meat, because they say, oh, you got to eat meat because that's the only complete source of protein, that's false. Quinoa is a complete source of protein, all right? Along with hemp seed. So I got my complete source of protein, so that's what my quinoa is for. Next, we have the red peppers, right? Which red, when it comes to fruits and veggies, is circulation and blood flow. So anytime you see a red veggie fruit, automatically you can associate that with blood flow, circulation, which a lot of you have blood flow and circulation issues. So that's why I got my red pepper. Then I got my green bell pepper. Anytime you see something that's green, it deals with regeneration, right? So that means regenerating the cells, improving the cells, right? So that's why I got my green peppers, along with my red peppers, along with the quinoa, which is a complete source of protein, if you're just joining. And if you're just joining, we're going to keep going. But if you missed any of this, you're going to want to watch the replay. On my YouTube, I'm going to re-upload this live by end of the day, so you can rewatch it, take notes, whatever you need to do, right? So let me get back into it. My YouTube is the same name, T-Walk the Hawk. Put it in the search bar. And on Instagram is where I post client testimonials daily. I just posted a client testimonial of a client who's like, hey, it's been about a month now, and I just want to let you know I got my morning wood back, right? I'm feeling 18 again. I believe he's in his mid-40s, thanks to the diet, right? So we're not just focusing on losing weight. We're focused on getting you back functioning, right? Getting your relationship back right? But let's get back into the food. All right. So we already went over the peppers, why I eat those. We went over the quinoa. Got the mushroom. Mushroom's a good source of vitamin D. Most of the U.S. is vitamin D deficient. Your best source is going to be from the sun, right? So if you can, get to L.A., get to Miami, right? Get your funds right and get the hell out of here, right? But the next thing, you're going to want your mushrooms for your vitamin D. Let me take another bite before it gets cold. What else we got? We got I see your zucchini, your squash, because we got butternut squash and zucchini. That's going to have flavonoids, helps with inflammation, helps with hydration because they're high in water content, right? If you cook them too long, you'll see the whole pan got a bunch of water in it, right? Also, what else we got? Red onions, because when you go to the market and you see the onion section, you'll see I guess they're called white onions, and you'll see the red onions, right? Automatically, you should understand you want the red onions, because this white translucent onion, the reason it looks like that is because it's void of as many nutrients and minerals and vitamins, right? They're all sucked out of it. It's basically doing nothing for you. You want the red onion that obviously looks like it has life in it. I don't want the dead looking thing who's been laying on the sidewalk dead and is now turning gray, because that's what the white onion is. I want the red onion that still has the blood pumping fluid through it. It's still got life in it. That's what I want, right? So I want the red onion. Then next, we got the red kale, right? I've been giving y'all too much free game. I need y'all to comment too much free game, right? So next, you want the red kale. Kale's good as it is, but if you can get the red kale, that's going to be your best version. Red kale has more nutrients, more minerals, more iron. Kale is going to be one of your best sources of iron, period, when it comes to food. Right? Red kale, your best source of iron when it comes to food, other than sarsaparilla root, which you typically wouldn't eat as a food. You would take it as a herb, right? So, yeah, red kale, again, I didn't go to any special store. This is a basic store. They got like Ralph's out here in LA. Where you're at, they may have a Food Lion, because I'm from the East Coast. I've been in Maryland, West Virginia, Utah. So they have like a Food for Less or a Food Lion. That's the equivalent to Ralph's, where I got all the ingredients for this. So it's not hard to find. Right? So you want your red kale, because it's going to have more vitamins, minerals, nutrients, and iron than your regular kale. But regular kale is great still. But if I see the red kale, I'm getting the red kale. Why? Because just like the onion, it has more life in it. Right? And yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I just told you everything that's in here. Why I chose these things. What they're doing for my body. This is electric for your electric body. Protons, electrons, neutrons, ions. You have an electric body, but yet you're eating dead food. This food is living and very much alive, and it's charging my body. That's why I got energy. This is my first meal of the day, other than earlier when I was on the live. I had a kale apple ginger I showed you. I had a large kale apple ginger juiced through a juicer. In that 1 cup of large kale apple ginger, which I don't have anymore because I crushed it. That was my breakfast around like 11 o'clock. That was my first meal of the day. That had 5 full red apples in it, a piece of ginger about that big, and about a bushel of kale. Right? So that's my iron, that's my nutrients, that's my flavonoids, that's my minerals, that's everything I need. That's my ginger, right? Which ginger is great for anxiety also. So if you're starting your day off tense, get some ginger in your system. Start your day with some ginger. Calms your nervous system. Right? So these are the type of recipes that are actually in my recipe book. So if you click the link in my bio, you'll see an alkaline recipe book, 40 plus recipes plus grocery list. This is an example of something like that. But there's plenty of options. You can throw your own twist to it. Right? Plus you get a grocery list so you know what you can use, what you can't use. And yeah, this is simple stuff. And again, I prepped this. It'll last me 4 days. I spent like $65 for this meal, which is a stir fry, which will last me 4 days. On top of the other things I needed, I picked up like 6 mangoes. I picked up baby bananas. I picked up some spring water. I picked up, I'm just naming things I got on top of everything I got for this. Yeah, no meat needed. What else did I get? I'm trying to let you know because, again, my total was $65. I got Brazilian nuts. Look, right here. Brazilian nuts. Right? These are the only nuts. These, and actually I should be keeping them by the bed. And walnuts. Walnuts and Brazilian nuts are the only nuts you should be eating. Right? Stop dealing with the peanuts. I got a video coming on peanuts. Peanuts are super high in lectins and high in phytic acid, which create acid in the body, which is where the disease lives and grows. Next, the lectins in it, which are super high, are almost impossible for your digestive tract to digest and break down. This is why so many of you have stomach issues and GERD and PCOS and IBS and Crohn's, because you're eating these foods that are super high in lectins, like your normal tomatoes, like your peanuts, your peanut butter that you're putting on everything. You're putting it in your smoothies thinking you're doing something good. Like, come on now. It's time to get the knowledge, and I'm going to give it to you. Yes, peanut butter, peanuts, all that. If you're asking what I'm eating, you already missed a lot of information that you're going to need to improve your health. So rewatch this live when I upload it to my YouTube. But again, you always ask, what do I eat? So I wanted to show you what I eat. Yes, I said no tomatoes. The only tomatoes you should be eating is the cherry and plum tomatoes, the small ones. They don't have as many seeds. They're lower in lectins. So they're better for your body to digest. The normal tomato, all them average size tomatoes you be eating, super bad for your digestive system. When you put them on your burgers, when you go to Burger King, all that stuff, like, I need a drink. I made it so it got a little kick to it with the cayenne pepper, which again is red, which is good for blood flow and circulation. So even with my sauce that I put on it, I understand why I'm putting it in there. With my water, I know what I'm putting in here. I'm putting in chlorophyll. That's why it's this color. Chlorophyll, it's a green. Why? I think I just splashed it on myself. Why? Because chlorophyll comes directly from plants, right? It's great for adding oxygen to your cells, which when your cells lack oxygen, you get damaged cells, which creates disease. Any disease, you can ask any biochemist, anybody who has any knowledge on biochemistry, the chemistry of the body, the chemistry of food. When you really break it down, it comes down to you have damaged cells in a specific area of your body. Point blank, period. Right? That's why many people I learn from, if you talk to any reputable, like, holistic healer, they don't even deal with the word, we don't deal with the word disease, because we don't need to put a label on it. We need to figure out what the hell the issue is in the body, and to fix that area of the body, repair that body so we can fix the issue. Not give you some pills to suppress the real issue and stamp you with this disease names. So now we know what pills to give for that disease, because that's how we were trained in school when we got our PhD, right? When I got my PhD and I did my 8 years of school to become a doctor, and I got my white lab coat, which gives you the impression that I'm heavenly, that I'm like an angel, that I'm going to bless you with health, even though I'm not. That's a scheme too. We use color schemes, right? What we learned was, once we diagnose and tell somebody they have this disease, I automatically know, or I have a manual that tells me what chemicals, what pills go for that disease, what treatments go for that disease. That's why they're so big on labeling something. That's why when you have autoimmune disease and issues and things like that, they'll say, oh, you got, like my mother, they'll say, oh, you got lupus. 6 years later, matter of fact, we don't think it's lupus, we think it's scleroderma. So we're going to put you on these pills next, right? Matter of fact, we don't know if it's scleroderma. It might actually be this autoimmune disease, right? They're too worried about the name and what pills go with which name. Versus, why the hell does a person have autoimmune disease? If you have an autoimmune issue, that means you have systemic acidosis, which means full body, full of acid, running wild. And more than likely, in many cases, it's due to your diet for decades, because your trainer or somebody told you need all these protein. The protein damages and destroys the kidneys, right? That's why many of your top bodybuilders, when they're 40 to 50 to 60, their kidneys are destroyed, right? So when the kidneys destroyed, your body doesn't assimilate acid correctly. So acid goes and runs wild all throughout your body. Now you go to the doctor, they say, oh, we think you got this autoimmune issue. We got to start thinking. But you can't think when you don't have the knowledge. That's why I'm going to give you the damn knowledge, because ain't nobody else giving it to you. Right? And that's why I just do this. Like, people don't be messing with my information. You see these other TikTok, they be doing at me and talking shit about me because they're not privy to the information. They're not hip to the information, right? All they know is protein for this. You need carbs for this. The most basic shit that I can get on the laptop right here while I'm on the live. Literally, Google personal training, nutritionist, specialist certification. I could literally take the test right here while I'm on the live, pay $150. You'll see I should do that. I should do an hour-long live and show you me getting a certification, right? It'll be an open book quiz that I can do right here with another laptop or phone open to Google the answers to the questions. Answer 150 question multiple choice test. It'll say passed. Print off your certification. Now I can say I'm a certified nutritionist specialist. Shit doesn't matter. I've done all that, right? I got 10 plus certifications. I'm a nutritionist specialist. None of that matters. That's why you don't see it in my bio. I don't have to tell you that in every video, because them labels don't matter. All the stuff I learned in that was trash. I just needed it at the time because I wanted to be a personal trainer and be able to work in the gym. So you need an accredited certification to work at specific gyms and locations, right? Now I don't need a gym because I teach health my damn self and I help people out my damn self, right? And I knew that was going to happen. I was going to start ranting, and now my food's cold. But it's all good, right? see. Facts. That's why you see these personal trainers coming on my page. They're like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Because you weren't taught anything about holistic health. Or you were taught as protein. You send your clients to GNC to get all these nonsense proteins and bull crap that's filled with a bunch of fillers, a bunch of ingredients that you can't pronounce. You don't know what the hell they are, but you're sending your client to get them. But you see the bottle, the jug says 50 grams of protein really big in a circle in red to grab your attention. So it's automatically good. No, it's horrible. Most of them have milk, dairy, soy, skim milk, other ingredients, gums, and red dye 40s and yellow 7s and sheesh Louise. It just makes me say sheesh Louise. What's another phrase? Sheesh Louise. Well, dag nabbit. I just be in there like dag nabbit. Sheesh Louise. Golly almighty. These people keep steering my people wrong. I just be laughing when they do all my videos and say I'm dumb. I'm like, you have no idea what you don't know. Holy moly. Holy moly donut shop. Yeah, I gotta chew my food. I'm trying to be cordial, right? Cover my mouth when I chew. Don't chew when I speak. And keep my pinky up when I'm drinking my gallon jug, all that good stuff. And on top of that, the people that be dissing me, on top of that, like, look at the following I got, right? I'm like close to 600,000 followers, right? Anybody else in my position, and I don't even care because I got tons of clients, right? I'm doing my thing. I'm good. I teach stocks. My finances are good, right? Even without the coaching, because I teach all stocks, crypto, investing, all of that, right? I did a live, like last month where I showed you I made $4,000 while on the live just for my stocks, right? Literally while we were on the live, right? But the funny thing is, anybody else with my following, they're getting so many people reaching out to them and companies wanting to sponsor them and pay them and promote their stuff. Nobody reaches out to me, to be completely honest. Every now and then, like on a live, I showed you some emails I get and I'll turn them down because it's not products I agree with and whatever push people to buy just to make a little commission and money. But for the most part, like, I don't get as many emails and offers as you would think with my following because they know I'm reckless. They know I'm not going to be telling people some nonsense is good. They know I'm going to keep it 100% real all the time. You leaving? All right. You can come over here. You got your boots? All right. Have fun.
You too.
What was I saying? All right, drop safe.
Thanks.
Dang, what was I saying? Oh, they know I'm not going to comply. Right? I'm not going to comply. They're not going to get me to ramble off all these points in all my Instagram posts because that's what they'll do. They'll be like, you got to post 5 posts a month. These are the captions they have to say. Tell people this is the most amazing product ever. Right? And I'm not going to do that. Right? Unless it actually is. Which most of these companies that approach me, it is not. And they also know on top of promoting their stuff, I'm still going to do my own thing. And they don't want it to be traced back to them that, hold up, there's this guy that's linked to your company that's over here telling people that you can actually heal stuff naturally and telling people that these foods that everybody thinks is good, that most of the people that's sponsored by your company are eating, he's telling them that that's horrible for them. So they do not want to deal with me. Right? And they want to shut me up. I'm in LA. We already talked about peanut butter is not good. Peanuts are high in phytic acid, high in lectins, which are super hard for your body to digest and terrible for your digestive system, which is going to cause tons of other issues because if you're not digesting the food properly, it's going to have to damage another area of your body. Somebody said I'm reckless. Yeah, if you just joined, you're asking what I'm eating. A lot of y'all's questions I already answered in this live. I broke down what I'm eating, what the ingredients are, why I'm eating it. So if you missed that, you're going to want to go to my YouTube because I'm going to upload this live by the end of the day. So you can rewatch, you can watch in slow motion, you can take notes, get your notepad, get your phone notepad up so you can get all this information. see. Keep y'all's questions coming, though. I'm just going off the top. Big thing right now, a lot of you are loving, is the detox program. Because a lot of you are asking, how do I detox heavy metals? What do I do to get these heavy metals out my body? How do I detox my colon, my liver? I got kidney issues. I got liver issues. I got thyroid issues. This all comes with the Detox and Reset program. So that is up. Link in the bio. It's $35. It's about $1 a day. It's a 30-day Detox and Reset to teach you how to cleanse your colon, your livers, your kidneys, your cells, to add oxygen to your cells so they're not damaged, right? It gives you the herbs to take, how to mix them, where to get them, how many milligrams of them you need, different ways to make them, whether you're making it in tea, whether you're using the powders, whether you're doing capsules. I give you all those protocols. I give you the fasting protocol in case you want to fast, which is going to speed up your detox, but you don't have to. So if you're fasting for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, I give you different protocols depending on what length you're comfortable with. You can play around with it. I also give you a list of foods to eat, so you know what foods to eat during your detox also. But so that once you're done your detox, now you have a list of foods, and you don't have to keep detoxing every month, every 2 months like a lot of you all do. Because you detox, then you go right back to the bad foods, and now you done wasted your time and you got to detox again. You got to buy somebody else's detox program, right? So that's what the detox program's for. Link is in the bio. Anything you need from me, the link is in my TikTok bio. But if you have specific questions before you purchase anything from me, feel free to DM me. Questions about the program, questions about the detox, questions about the custom coaching. If you already follow me on Instagram, if you don't, you should. Same name, T-Walk Dog Fitness. Spelled the same. That's where I post client testimonials literally daily for the past 5 months straight. I'm about to get hyped because I don't know anybody else is doing that. I honestly don't. I go to these people with millions of followers and they be reposting the same 5-10 testimonials for 2 years straight. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm not in competition with anybody. I'm in competition with myself. But from what I see, I'm the only one who's posted a new client testimonial daily for 5 months straight. Many days you'll see on my story, I post 2, 5, 10 testimonials all in one day. You'll see a testimonial of somebody who no longer has diabetes. Then you'll see somebody who lost 60 pounds. Then you'll see a guy who lost 40. Then you'll see a woman who lost 100. 102 I posted the other day. Then you'll see 18-year-old who gained 10 pounds of muscle because he was considered ectomorph and couldn't gain weight. Then you'll see a guy whose mother I helped get rid of cancer. She no longer has cancer. Then you'll see a testimonial from a 70-year-old woman, 60-year-old woman who hasn't been able to have sex in 20 years and had internal cysts and fibroids and all these issues. And now she no longer has those issues. And now she's back to having intercourse and she was super excited. She wanted to tell me. You get everything, right? Because it's based on you, your specific goals, your starting point. And this is what motivates me. I wake up in the morning, I get my laptop right there. I see my testimonials on my laptop, on my phone, in my email, my TikTok DM. And if I was thinking about slacking that day, not recording or not editing, and maybe saying, I'll post tomorrow, that gets me charged up on top of my electric food for my electric body, right? That's why I got energy like this, right? Even though this is my first meal of the day, I got energy from the moment I wake up. Because when you eat the right foods, you start your day off right. Your body's functioning at a high level. A lot of you bodies aren't functioning at a high level because you're functioning off of average about 55 to 75 minerals. For your body to function at a high level, you need to function off of 90 plus minerals. Also make sure they're essential minerals. But the average American diet, the people are functioning off of 55 to 75 minerals, which is why the average American has some sort of illness and disease. And why the rates are constantly going up. They're never plateauing. They're never going down. Right? Whew. Let me eat my food. So with that being said, if you want the custom coaching, if you want to be the next client testimonial that I post daily for the last 5 months straight, link is in the bio, or message me. 40 for 1 month or 80 for 3 months. No contract. Based on you, your specific goals, your starting point, what type of food you like, food allergies, injuries, back pain, shoulder pain. If you're 60, if you're 70, if you're 18, if you're 24, if you're a male, if you're female, it doesn't matter. It's based on you. Meal plan, grocery list, workout routines for the gym at home. It doesn't matter if your gym's closed. It doesn't matter if you got no weights. It doesn't matter if all you got is one dumbbell. It's based on you. right? Custom cardio plan, custom supplement guide. I throw in a bunch of free information and PDFs on holistic health and the stuff I'll be talking. So you have that to read over. Under promise, I over deliver. I posted a client testimonial today of a dude's like in his mid 40s who was having dysfunction, no longer has that, wanted to thank me that he has his morning wood back, right? So it's not just weight loss, it's real results. Yes, I posted a client testimonial of somebody letting you know, thanks to me, their mother no longer has cancer. But I don't use specific words. I make recommendations and suggestions with natural food, no medicine. I don't practice medicine. I don't use any medicine. These are all recommendations. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not attempting to diagnose you with anything. All the disclaimers you need, because I got to be careful when I'm on talking to millions of people with the stuff I'll be talking about, right? So I'm about to be a new client. Great. Link in the bio right now. 40 for 1 month or 80 for 3 months. So you get a whole month free. That's the special I've been running since New Year's, since Christmas. And people seem to love that one because you're getting a whole month free. And it typically takes a good 3 months to see a full transformation anyway. But you will see many clients of mine saying, hey, I just finished my first month. I lost 20 pounds. I lost 30 pounds. I lost 5 pant sizes. I lost 3 inches on my arms. I lost 5 inches on my thighs. Like, you'll see that in just months. If you can't find anything, you can't find, like, it's the new age. That's a good thing. If your grocery store ain't got what you need, you can find almost anything on Amazon. You can find it on Etsy. A good website I've been referring people to for the herbs is Star West Botanicals. Yeah, if you just joined, I broke down what I'm eating, what I made, what the ingredients are, why each ingredient is important, why each ingredient is important, and what each ingredient is doing for my body and what it'll do for your body, right? So you're going to want to rewatch this live. If you're in here, you just joined, you just missed so much information. As always, I'll repost this live to my YouTube by end of the day, so you'll see it pop up. You can rewatch it, watch it in slow-mo, take notes, pause it, watch half now, half later, watch 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes tomorrow, break it up, whatever you need to do, because my lives do be like an hour. It'll be an hour worth of information you're not going to want to miss. Somebody said make a cookbook. I have one, link in the bio. Alkaline recipe book, 40 plus recipes, plus a grocery list. So click the link in the bio. You can get that right now. I believe it's $30. Get you on the right track. Get your family on the right track. You got to stop feeding your kids, your grandkids, whoever you take care of, the nonsense. Because you're starting your day off horribly with tons of starch, which is highly acidic, with the bacon, with the frozen, like, I don't even know. I was in a grocery store trying to go live and like looking at stuff like, where did they even come up with this? Like frozen McGriddles you warm up yourself. You can't make it at McDonald's. Like, all that frozen stuff is highly processed, high in maltodextrin, which is super high on the glycemic index, higher on the glycemic index than your regular white sugar, which is already horrible in itself. Anytime you're eating frozen, microwavable meals, they have maltodextrin in them, right? That's how they're able to stay good to eat for 3 months, 4 months before they expire, sometimes a year. Like, who knows? And then on the live at the grocery store that had Poor Connection, I was showing you the salads, the prepackaged salads. You got to be careful with the prepackaged salads, right? because the prepackaged salads, just like anything, prepackaged, typically, not going to say anything, they go through a process of MAP. You can look it up. It's called modified air packaging. So that's the reason the pre-mixed salad can sit in that bag with the sauce that's packaged in with it, and the sauce is probably got 30 ingredients in it, many of which you don't know what it is, right? And when it goes through MAP, your prepackaged salad, modified air packaging, they're modifying the air with chemicals, which makes sure that green salad isn't going to turn brown and get all wet and soggy. Right? That's why it's been sitting on the shelf, in the same shelf. You go there on Monday, you see the same one. Like, start doing this. You can do this stuff like if you're really bored. You can check the barcode to make sure it's the same bag. Tuck it in the bag so nobody grabs it, right? Go back on Friday, it's going to be that same bag there. It's still not going to be brown. It's still not going to be watery and gooing up. It's going to be perfectly fine because of modified air packaging, right? So make your own salad. Get your fresh ingredients. Make your own damn salad, right? Snacks, walnuts, Brazilian nuts. These are the nuts you should be eating. Not peanuts. High in phytic acid, high in lectins. Horrible. Horrible for inflammation. Horrible for your digestive system. Yes, MAP. I was about to say something. Walnuts are great. I did a video on walnuts are great for mental health, anxiety. Also, walnuts are high in selenium. Selenium, especially people with many diseases, but let's say specifically diabetes. People with diabetes are typically low in selenium, right? Along with other diseases, though, many common ones. Most people aren't getting enough selenium. Walnuts have a specific type of selenium that has a specific type of enzyme, which is great for your body, for your digestion, for your mental clarity, great for your body overall. Let's see where to get some of the products you talk about. Everything I showed you in my meal today that I just finished crushing. I showed you these. Oh, I'm dropping precious Brazilian nut. We can't afford to waste these. Hold on. I don't like to talk with my mouth full. Thyroids. Did I miss something? Oh, I think you're just asking thyroids. Or did you say? Oh, you said fibroids. Fibroids, thyroids. Fibroids. Oh, I was going to show you. I finished those like 2 days ago. That reminds me, I need to go to the store like right now and get some. I need some oranges at the store. I forgot to get last night. And what else? I need something else. Oh, what you talking about? So fibroids. Black mission figs is what you want. Black mission figs shrink fibroids. I had many clients who had fibroids. Got them out of here. Black mission figs shrink fibroids. Somebody said they wanted to see my puppies. They got like sick or something. They've been having like diarrhea the past 2 days. And it's annoying as hell. That's the worst thing about getting dogs, man. It's just the potty training aspect of it. So they've been kind of low energy. But they getting the energy back. They always be cuddled up together. They're both boys. Pharaoh and King. It's funny, when we picked them up, Pharaoh was the nutcase running around attacking everybody. King was chilling. Now King is the nutcase. I said I was going to change his name to Walnut because he's a nutcase. And he about the same color as a walnut. And I was going to change Pharaoh's name to Bouncer because he bigger. Like he didn't look bigger when we first got him, but he's like significantly bigger and he kind of bounces when he walks. So I'm like, all right, he big like a bouncer and he bounces. So I'm going to have to switch their name up. Yeah, let me get off. I'm about to go to the store and chill. Actually, I need to reply back to some of your messages. That's chilling for me. Even when I'm chilling, I'm never chilling. I get so many messages and emails and clients I got to do check-ins with and videos I got to edit. I got my 3 videos ready for tonight, edited in my draft. Just got to press post and process them. So they'll be posting. I'm going to post one in the next hour or so, and then an hour apart for each of them. Got to go to the store and get some oranges. Oranges are typically good, any type. One of the best forms of oranges is super hard to find. I be in the, what I do is 3-4 days a week, I take a bath with Epsom salt. Right, that's really good for you for detoxing your body also. Gets the toxins out of your skin. So I do that 4 times a week. And when I lay in the bath, I always take 3 oranges with me. I set my phone up, dim the lights. I watch my YouTube videos or seminars on health. I'm always learning. That's usually what I'm watching. And I'll eat my 3 oranges while I'm in there for an hour. I posted my 2 videos yesterday. Y'all ain't show no love on those. I was surprised. That's my 2 lowest viewed videos. And that was my 2 highest requested topics. I did a video yesterday on thyroid, which I get DMs and questions and comments about that nonstop, usually on this live. So I did a video on thyroids. It barely got any views or shares compared to what I'm used to. And then I did a video on, was it the inflammation? No, the inflammation y'all actually shared a lot. I forget what the other one I posted yesterday was. But yeah, go show love, go share, go comment, help more people. Yeah, they chilling. Should I go to the store or should I be lazy? I don't need an orange today. I got apples and mangoes, so I can just do apples and mangoes. So the meal I just ate that I showed y'all, if y'all just joined, y'all gonna want to rewatch that live because I broke down the meal, why I put those ingredients, what they do for the body. That's a solid meal with quinoa and a stir fry. I typically only eat 1 meal like that a day. Other than that, it's all raw. So just raw fruits, veggies, mangoes, apples, oranges, baby bananas. I'll make a smoothie sometime and I'll put kale and hemp seed and agave nectar and some hemp protein powder and spirulina in it. I think that's it. And 2 baby bananas in it. That's a smoothie I'll make. So yeah, that was my 1 solid meal of the day. I did my cardio earlier. I went and ran. It's nice here in LA. It was 77, 80 degrees today. So I was excited about that. It's supposed to chill out though. I got so many videos on diabetes. And then a lot of you, when you're asking really specific things like that, I can't give you one product for it. Right? That's when you want the one-on-one consultation, which I actually seen look like 1 or 2 of you purchased while we were on this live. I seen a notification pop up. That one's $320. That one's for if you're dealing with something super specific and you want to knock it out and reverse it, because we don't use specific words for specific reasons. I give you recommendations, right? I'm not a medical doctor. This is not medical info. I'm not practicing medicine. I give you recommendations as to what I've recommended to other people who had diabetes, who had cancer, who had cysts, who had fibroids, who had immune issues, and they no longer have it for whatever reason based on the things I gave them. That's all I know, right? That's all I know. So that's the one-on-one consultation. You do a one-on-one phone call with me, not my assistant, none of that. It's with me. right? I speak to you personally for up to an hour. Typically doesn't take that long because we get on the phone and a lot of you, like, you don't necessarily have as many questions because a lot of you already know what I'm about. You know what I talk about, so you just like, all right, I know you got it. You already emailed me all the goals, the issues beforehand. And we get on the call, recap what to expect. We'll get it within 3 days. And I send you a detailed list of how many minerals, how many vitamins, how many amino acids, the milligrams, the IUs, how many times a day, what herbs to take, how to mix them, how many times a day you need them, fasting protocol, if you need to fast based on your specific illness, disease, what foods to eat, meal plan, workouts. That one's, you get my personal phone number. Like I said, you call me, text me anytime. I'll get back to you as soon as I get a chance. Actually, one of my clients actually texted me about 30 minutes ago. So if you're on this live, I got you. Give me 30 minutes. Let me get off this live and I got you, right? So as soon as I see it, I'll get back to you. And that one, super, super detailed for super specific issues, right? But if you're not dealing with something super specific like diabetes, cancer, immune issues, whatever, because they got so many names they be diagnosing people with now, right? So it could be anything. All you need is the custom coaching then. That's $40 for 1 month or $80 for 3 months. That's the custom coaching. But if you're dealing with something super specific, the one-on-one disease consultation is $320, right? But custom coaching is $40 for 1 month or $80 for 3 months. So you got options. And then you got the option of getting a live like this daily, usually over an hour, which I believe we're coming up on the hour mark, right? When you're dealing with specific illnesses and diseases, your insurance isn't going to cover you to see a holistic doctor or a naturopathic doctor, right? They don't want that. On top of that, if you do find a good, reputable, holistic or naturopathic doctor that actually has testimonials and isn't just saying he's this doctor, right? They can be hard to find. In many of the cases, you have to go out of the country because, again, I'm close with many well-known holistic healers and things like that, people I've learned under. They're usually not in the U.S. And then, so you're going to have to pay to visit them. You have to pay for the flight, for the stay. On top of that, many of them will charge you $2,000 to $10,000. That's a fact, to deal with your specific illness. So I'm like, what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep it at $320 because it does take up a lot of my time and one-on-one time. But I'm going to keep the price as low as possible and help way more people out and get way more results and heal way more people, right? Somebody said the $320 is for how many months? That one, that's the good thing. There's no limit on it, right? You got my phone, you got my call me, text me. There's no limit because depending on how serious your issue is, how long you've been dealing with it, how severe it is, it may take 3 months, 4 months to get rid of somebody who has diabetes, right? And then it may take somebody who's been dealing with diabetes a lot longer, is losing their leg, is losing their eyesight, it's more severe. It may take 6 to 7 months. So that one there's no limit on. It's about we're going to keep working through this thing until my recommendations and your effort in following them handle the situation, right? That's how we get these testimonials and people living a longer, healthier, functional life, because that's my goal, is to get you living a longer, healthier, functional life, right? So you don't have to get to the insulin, hopefully, but if you are on it, just know you can get off. The 30-day detox and reset, link is in the bio. Good 30 days. I like to do 30 days. You'll see other people do 7-day and 14-day detox. That's typically not long enough because more than likely you've been eating horrible for decades. So a 7-day detox isn't really doing much, right? Then a lot of times when I'm dealing with the one-on-one consultations and clients who may be really dealing with severe illnesses and sicknesses, what happens is a few weeks in, a month in, they may actually get sick which is great. Crazy to say, right? Like, what? How is getting sick great? Because they're getting sick. That means that is the toxins, the illness, the disease coming out of the body. Because you got this disease, you got this illness that has been in your body for decades, years, whatever. So for it to leave the body, it has to leave somewhere. So it'll leave in the form of a flu-like symptoms for a few days or a week. It'll leave in the form of a cold. It'll leave in the form of diarrhea. It'll leave in many different forms, right? So that's a good thing when we are not trying, getting rid of issues, is if you get a little sick. Reginald Jackson said, Brother Polite. I seen you with him, I think. Yep. It's one of my right-hand men. That's one of the reasons I got out here in LA. Brother Polite traveled the world with Dr. Sebi, one of the most well-known holistic healers of all time. He's one of the few people to ever touch the stage with him. That's like my best friend. He's one of the reasons I moved out here to LA 8 months ago. He actually bought me the ticket because at the time I wasn't in the right situation. He's like, I'm going to get you out here because you got a lot to offer. I've learned under him. Again, so I learned directly from people who have traveled the world and taught with Dr. Sebi. Right? On top of learning under many other well-known or lesser-known holistic healers that have also been healing people for decades, right? Because a lot of us, we know Dr. Sebi, may know Robert Morris, we may know Dr. Africa. These are more popular holistic healers that'll come out straight and tell you, oh yeah, that person had lupus, we got that out in 4 months. Oh, that person had diabetes and was on insulin, was losing their legs. Yeah, we got that out in 3 months. Oh, this lady brought me her kid with leukemia. Yeah, that was like the common flu. We got that out. Like you'll hear them talk like this, right? These are the people I learned directly under, right? So when you hear me and I tell you, yeah, you can cure that naturally, people will be like, what? You're crazy. Literally, this lady sent me a DM today. I guess whatever she was typing wouldn't fit in the comment section on TikTok. Her goal was to talk shit. So I literally checked my Instagram DM, and she wrote like paragraph after paragraph how the fact that I'm saying you can actually get rid of things naturally and don't need doctors and don't need pills and don't need chemotherapy is a complete disgrace to this world, and I need to be hushed. She used many terms, right? Very angry lady, right? Very angry lady. All because I'm saying that things can be healed naturally. So she couldn't fit it on the TikTok comment. So she came up to my Instagram, wrote paragraph after paragraph. I glimpsed through it, and I simply responded. I usually don't respond, but like this lady put a lot of effort and time into telling me I ain't shit, right? Let me at least bless her with the response. So my response to all these paragraphs for her telling me I'm BS and I'm the dumbest person in the world was simply, what I say? I said, spending your wonderful, wonderful Friday writing paragraphs to me just to get blocked. Give her one sentence. Spending this wonderful Friday to write paragraphs to me means a lot just to get blocked. And she got blocked, right? People be nuts, yo. And I can't blame them, right? People like that are nuts, we'll say. Because the horrible foods are damaging their mental health, right? Because when you eat horrible foods, it damages your mental health. Because your colon needs cleansed and detoxified. Because it's sending negative signals to your brain via the central nervous system, which everything in your body is connected via the central nervous system, right? So when people attack me and they tell me I'm dumb and they call me all types of names and racist stuff and slurs, most people get like super upset. I laugh, but also I be sad for them because I'm like, damn. They don't even realize the only reason they acting a damn fool like this is because of the food they're probably eating while writing this paragraph. Right? Because you're probably eating a fruit roll up or a fruit by the foot and a Gushers and some Cheetos while you're typing this angry message to me with the red dot 40s and the high acid and the mucus, which is stopping oxygen from getting to your brain, and the red dot 40, which is causing all these mental issues and anxiety and the panic attacks. So that triggers your brain to see somebody like me and say, F this dude. Oh gosh. Jeesh Louise. But anyways, let me get off because I'll talk to y'all forever. Y'all know what I do. I'll be on here for 2 hours, 2 more hours. Somebody said, do you have a class? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Custom coaching is $40 for 1 month, $80 for 3 months based on you and your goals. I have the one-on-one disease consultation if you're dealing with something super specific. Yeah, facts. Yeah, let me get off though, because I'm going to see a comment that's going to spark another 30-minute rant. And then by that time, there will be 5 more comments to spark another 30-minute rant. And then before I know it, I'll be looking up and my day's going. I ain't replied to no messages. I ain't replied to my clients. And they mad like, hey, what's up? I'm like, you seen I was on live. You could have joined, right? So let me get off and reply to my clients real quick. Link is in the bio. How do you join? Links in the bio. Or direct message me. If you want to do Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle, you can message me and I'll send you the link to those. But if you want to do card or PayPal, you can just click the link in the bio. $40 for 1 month, or the special is $80 for 3 months. Yeah, it's nice in LA. It's still nice out. My porch is a mess. I gotta clean up. Got that sun. It's still like, sun's looks like it's about to set soon. Probably in like 30 minutes. And it's still like 75, it looked like. It's still like 75, something like that. I already went for a run, but it's so nice, I might just go walk again. Just to get this vitamin D, which also helps your mental issues, anxiety, stress. You have low vitamin D. Somebody said, do you have alkaline recipes? Yes, I have a recipe book. Links in the bio also. 40 plus recipes plus grocery list. Link is in the bio. The detox plan, link is in the bio also. I seen somebody just ask. Covers the foods, the herbs, how to make them, where to get them, how much you need, how to fast, all that information. All right, I'm out. Let me catch the sun. Let me catch some of this beautiful sun. Chill, even if it's just sitting on the porch. No, that is not true. Somebody said, is it true you can't shower for 48 hours after sun exposure, or it's going to wash off the vitamin D? Nah, that ain't it. That's people that be just coming up with anything. Y'all think I come up with anything? Some people literally just come up with anything that don't even have no backing behind it. Y'all gonna lay around all day with your shoestring, with your string that you pulled out of my hoodie, out of my workout hoodie that was one of my favorites, and you found it after I did laundry and you pulled the string out, so now I can no longer tie the hoodie, and that was just a play toy? Huh? You know, it's just a play toy, right? And this is what I signed up for. This is what I signed up for, is for you to have diarrhea all over my living room today and yesterday. I don't know why. You probably ate a rock or something, because you be finding stuff that I don't even have no idea how you found it. And then you get sick and you're knocked out for 2 days. Pharaoh, get up, because you're going to be up all night keeping me up. They said, what's up? What you doing? They said, what's up? We're only on like what day? This is like day 7 since I got them. And it is a headache, I swear. It be stressing me out. Because the worst part is getting them potty trained, I swear. Yeah, they already chewed it up now. I'm not worried about fixing the hoodie. They took out like a string like this and ruined my hoodie. All right, I'll holler at y'all later. Let me get off. I'm out. Peace.